Greetings, YouTube. There's been a question on my mind all day because today, of course, is the first day that the 5-star featured arena has been introduced into the arena grind of the game. And the question is going for this champion worth it? And on the surface, my first thought was no, not at all. Not worth it at all, especially given the 150 cutoff. But as I started crunching the math, depending on the champion, and the key word in my title is this could be worth it, not this will be worth it. This could be worth it. I'll explain why in detail in a second. But before I begin any further, let me give two disclaimers. The first is that this video is specifically targeted to those summoners who have at least one 6-star hero in their collection for this arena. If you do not have one 6-star hero, this argument is not going to really do you much good. The second argument is this is also targeted to people like myself who are heavy arena grinders. These are people who get thousands of free units a month due to the arena crystals and battle chips. If you are somebody who never grinds in the arena and just uses cash, 10,000 units is about $350 USD. And I am not saying you should spend almost $400 cash on this. Now, if you have maybe, 8,000 units saved up and you can spend the rest in cash, that's a little different. And then, before I begin any further, I also want to say there are going to be people who see this title and they don't watch this video and they just comment, this is a stupid argument, you're an idiot. I think an idiot's kind of my nickname in the MCOC community. And in the defense of people who call me that, there are plenty of times every day that I'm an idiot. So really, depending on the situation, it's an accurate term. But hopefully you'll at least watch this video, keep an open mind, and see the math behind this, because this really is a math-based argument that I myself wasn't a complete believer in until I started crunching the numbers. Okay, so let's get right to it. Let's say you're going for 5-star Killmonger in this weekend's arena. And let's say that you're going to take Prof. Hoff's advice and spend 10,000 units on 500 energy refills. Well, we know, according to the game, that the 6-star champion points for the arena is about 3 times that of a 5-star. And since the minimum points for a 6-star champion is about that of a rank 4 or 5-star, you're looking at a minimum of 20,000 points times 3, or 60,000 points per fight. And given this is actually higher, because as anyone who's battled in the arena knows, you actually have to battle with 3 champions per round, so you're going to also get the points for the other 2 champions in the round of the arena. But let's just say, for the sake of this argument, we're just counting the points of that 6-star champion. Well, if you do this 500 times, and you use all the refills on that 6-star champion, you will get a minimum, and I dare I say this is probably a couple million higher when it's all said and done, of 30 million points. Why is that number significant? Well, I'm so thankful for the Trucos account. It has helped the Marvel community so much. Thank you to everybody who helps run that. And basically, in this account, we have just put out in the thumbnail, if you want to see this as reference, the quote-unquote expert predictions. And given these are just predictions, we won't know what the actual numbers are until Sunday, of what we think is going to take to get the top 150 of this arena. The minimum was 23 million. I think that's way too low. And the highest was 32 million. I actually think that's pretty accurate. And certainly you would get that 32 million threshold by spending all the refills for these 10,000 units. Now, you don't just, of course, get the 5-star featured champion. In the milestones, you also get, in the rank rewards, first and foremost, 800 6-star shards, which is almost the equivalent of duplicating a 5-star champion 3 times. And then milestone rewards, I've crunched the numbers. You get the couple of things that are significant: 135 units back, and then almost 10 premium hero crystals worth, which I know they're premium disappointment crystals, but hey, it's still worth noting. Now, let's talk odds. I think Killmonger is probably demigod champion, which is still a very good champion. Mainly, this argument for this weekend only matters if you don't have Star-Lord, and you do have especially an awakened Winter Soldier, because we know from the synergies, and Killmonger's the first champion to have a tiered synergy, meaning the 5-star synergy is actually more powerful than the 4 and the 3-star, the ability to turn Winter Soldier into like Star-Lord Light. So if you have Winter Soldier and you don't have Star-Lord, Killmonger can actually make you amazingly more powerful, especially for Alliance War and Alliance Quest Attack, and of course questing in general, with the synergy. So if you're in this pool, of champions, and this applies to you, and you've got 10,000 units or a way to get 10,000 units, this would be a game changer for you as a player in this game. I also want to preface this by saying only certain champions are worth this argument. Spidey Gwyn isn't worth 30 cents as a 5-star. I would never say this. Now, we're talking about God tier champs like Blade or Ghost Rider. Now, given these numbers will probably be much higher, but in general, the argument only applies to the champions worth going for, and we know that most champions are not worth going for currently in the stage of the game because so many are just average or meme champions. Speaking of meme champions, let's say you are going to spend those 10,000 units, Lord help you, on the 10,000 crystal shards that the game offers you in that monthly offer, and you're going to spin out hoping to get a God tier champ, but specifically a specific God tier champ, like say Iceman or Blade, in the 5-star basic crystal. There are now 90 champions in this crystal, which means even if every champion has an equal chance of being pulled, and I truly believe if there's one thing we learned from my 23 5-star crystal opening a couple days ago, it's that you have a much better chance of getting old meme champions in the RNG than you do God tier champions. You still have only a 1.1% chance to get the champion. Now, I realize some people are going to argue, yes, Prof. Hoff, but there are more than one God tier champion that you can open. Absolutely true. I'm talking specifically about if you're targeting a specific champion. Like, let's say you really, really want Blade. You have a 1.1% chance to get Blade specifically out of that crystal. So, if you consider 10,000 units for 10,000 shards or 10,000 units for 500 arena refills to secure that champion, I believe the math points to the obvious usage of using those 10,000 units for refills for your 6-star champion to get the specific 5-star arena champ that's going to help you in the game. So I hope that makes sense. I realized from the title it might seem like a little clickbaitish, and I do not like when videos imply that. I really want math to back up my arguments, and it's one thing to disagree with me, it's another thing to think that I'm just blowing smoke. I really hope that the numbers that I've crunched have given you something to think about. And let's say that you aren't going to do this for a while until there's a champion that you really want. Great. Just keep saving up units. Don't spend them on anything besides, I don't know if you need revives for Alliance Quest and certainly potions, but otherwise just keep stockpiling those units, grind in the arena, and then when there's a champ you really want to go for, just use them all on refills. If you disagree with me, I completely understand. That's the beauty of the debate. I want to say I really appreciate the majority of people who comment on my videos, even if they adamantly disagree with me and, yes, think I'm an idiot, still do it in a way that's respectful and constructive. I think there is a culture of bullying online, unfortunately, and it's something that I don't want to permeate on my channel. And so if you comment, go jump off a bridge, I'll probably delete that comment. But if you comment, I think you're an idiot, here's why, hey, let's have a conversation. Either way, thank you so much for watching, for supporting my channel. I really hope that this gives you some food for thought. And best of luck in the arena if you're going for a 5-star Killmonger. I'm just kind of curious where the cutoffs are going to be, so I'm going to kind of do a appetizer sampler of each arena and just see where I end up. Have a great weekend, everybody.